Hello, my dears. I'm gonna do a quick little pick a card reading here for you guys because people coming to me for private readings lately, I'm noticing a reoccurring theme. A lot of people right now seem to be coming out of heartbreak where they're just walking away from someone they've been entangled with for a very long time, and they're really wanting to like they're done. They're done and they're wanting to know like what's next? How can I get over this? Like, who is the person for me, or who's going to come in the future for me? And I know a lot of people can't afford to get a private reading. And because I see this common theme, I said, you know what? Let me do a pick a card. And maybe this can help some people who might be struggling with this right now. So take a moment, look at these decks here, deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. And see which one is like calling to you most, which one you feel drawn to most. Sometimes it might be more than one deck, that's okay too. But pause if you need to, focus on the cards, pick the deck that's calling to you, and we're going to go over the messages here right now, and hopefully this can be helpful. So we're going to start here with the first deck, deck number 1. If you picked deck number 1, okay? The first card we have coming up here for you is the Four of Swords. This is a card that comes up for me in my readings when you have absolutely positively been put through the ringer. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sometimes even physically. This could be a relationship that really like tested your faith. And really maybe even made you like feel like absolutely just like pushed you to the limits. Okay. When Four of Swords comes up, we need time to rest. We need time to recuperate, and we need time to recover. And Spirit is giving me a sense that some of you who picked this deck, you're feeling frustrated because you're wanting to just kind of suck it up, pick yourself up by the bootstraps, be over it, be gone, be done. And so you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to succeed and excel. I'm hearing the word excel in other areas of your life. So it's not going to be enough for you to like focus on your career or focus on your schooling. Like you're wanting to be the best. You're wanting to be like the top here. And so you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to excel in these other areas. Sorry there, I had to turn the air on. It's really hot right now. So you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to excel in these other areas. And some of you are frustrated. You're like, why aren't things moving forward for me? Right? Like love life stabbed me in the heart. And other things that I'm working towards, I can't seem to catch a break. Why? Why is this happening? And Spirit is saying that you are being led, you are being directed, but you might need a job right now that you can do on autopilot. You might need something lower level right now, or you might need things to be slow right now because you need to recover, right? You need to recover. You need to heal. You need to release. Four of Swords, when it comes up for me, this is a time for meditation. This is a time for prayer. This is a time to be very gentle with yourself, okay? I am also feeling a sense of music and aromatherapy with this card. So I think a lot of you who are drawn to this card, incorporating music and aromatherapy, essential oils, is going to really help. Maybe even some incense is really going to help with lifting your spirit, lifting the energy, and helping you to release the experience that you had. Okay, I feel some of you dealt with someone who's like borderline evil, like they really knew how to like torment you emotionally. So I feel like some of you were dealing with a really messed up person, and Spirit is saying that yes, you're a strong person, but you got to give yourself a chance to release this experience and be easy on yourself. Go easy on yourself. It's good that you're putting these goals in front of you, but you got to also make this time for this release and this healing. The next card coming up here is the Nine of Wands. Okay, now don't get upset with me because this is being said to help you. Okay, Four of Swords and Nine of Wands back to back together can indicate, as I said, I think a lot of you are dealing with a really messed up person. This person intends on resurfacing. This person intends on coming back. But Nine of Wands, Spirit is saying that this is it. This is done, right? You said you're done. So if they are coming back, for those of you that you're done, they're coming back in the sense that this is the time where you finally get to put your foot down. I feel like a lot of you aren't even going to talk to this person. Like, you don't care if they call you, you don't care if they show up at your door or at your job, whatever. Like, you're just like, you don't even see them, right? I don't see anybody standing over there. I don't hear anybody talking to me. Like, you guys are just done. You're shutting this person out. Other ones of you are longing for a new relationship, and you're longing for love, and you're like, okay, I know this person's messed up, I know they're twisted, I know that they're sick, I'm done with them, I'm moving on, but I'm so scared this is gonna happen to me again. Like, I'm ready to love, I'm ready to trust, but I don't trust myself. I'm scared that I'm gonna pick the wrong person. And Nine of Wands comes in with the message that you don't have to be scared. Right? Every single one of these sticks here is a battle that this guy has had to fight because somebody came up to him. Somebody challenged him. He's standing there in his yard minding his own business. People are coming up to him picking fights with him. But he's been able to stand up every single time, and he's been able to, take that stick away from that person, win the fight, and stick it behind him. Okay, stick it behind him where he can be in this victory, and he can win this fight. Okay, so it's very powerful energy in that way. Very powerful energy in that way. And so what this card tells us is that we don't have to be scared. We don't have to be afraid. Basically, there's nothing new anybody can come at us with. There's nothing new under the sun that anyone can come at us with. Every lie, every mind game, every manipulation, we've seen it. We've been there, we've done that. There's nothing new anybody can come at us with. So as long as you're paying attention to the red flags or anything that reminds you of some other person, like, you know what, this person's reminding me of my, cousin, or this person's reminding me of my ex, or this person's reminding me of that person, and somebody who maybe hurt you, or somebody who maybe tried to take advantage in some way. I'm really distracted as I'm reading for you because there's this giant ant crawling around, and that's a message in itself. One moment. Okay, so actually it wasn't an ant, it was a big spider, a big old spider, and it was like really, really, really like acting up, like getting like really active, getting a lot of attention here. So that's a message in itself. Let me just say, continue the thought that I had when I was talking about the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands here, where you guys, like, if it's reminding you of somebody, pay attention to that. Like, that's a message for you in that way, that this is going to be like that person. This person's going to be like that ex. This person is going to be similar to this person. Keep this in mind, okay? Now, so if you're paying attention to that, you don't have to be scared that you might get entangled with somebody again. You're not going to have to deal with that because you're going to recognize it immediately right away, and you're going to be able to nip it in the bud right away. You're not going to have to worry about, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, what if I trust the wrong person? What if it's a karmic? You're going to be able to go through it with rapid speed. You're not going to waste, weeks and months and years of your life, because you're going to be able to recognize it quickly. In terms of the spider and the message that it has for you, okay, the spider creates its web, okay? So for you, on your end, okay, I feel a sense of transmutation. On one end, the spider can create the web because they want to catch its prey. And like I said, a lot of you that picked this deck, you're dealing with a really messed up person. This is someone who likes to have that power to hurt your feelings, or somebody who's like controlling. And so they may be coming back, and they may be spinning some kind of a web here that they're trying to trap you in. Maybe this is a narcissistic person who's got the flying monkeys coming after you. Maybe this is somebody who is going around and making it sound like you were the bad guy. Or, oh, well, you know what? Like, I'm going to tell everybody this secret or that secret. They might be doing things to kind of try to pressure you into not taking your power back. They may be trying to spin that trap. But the Nine of Wands says you're going to prevail if you stand your ground, if you stand firm. Okay, so for many of you, not engaging with this person at all is going to be your best bet. and then transmuting it, taking the energy and recycling it to where you say, no, I'm going to spin my web in terms of I'm going to create what I want for my future. I'm going to build my future. I am the master of my life. I am the master of my energy. And I'm going to create what I want to create. I'm going to spin what I want to spin. I'm not going into the life you're making for me. I'm making my own life. Okay? That's the message I get from the spider. Now, your next card here, my darlings, is the Four of Pentacles. And Four of Pentacles can be very possessive energy. Four of Pentacles can be somebody here who is like wanting to hold on to you, like not wanting to let go. And so for a lot of you, this can also be fears around finances and money. You know, maybe this person is trying to bribe you or get you to stay, or they might have financial power over you. Okay? But Four of Pentacles is the ability to take our power back by reclaiming our space. So for a lot of you, a lot of your healing and a lot of what's going to help you to manifest and to move forward is to create space for yourself, to create a safe space for yourself, to create sanctuary for yourself. And I know this can be difficult because sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we're living with other people, right? You might be couch surfing, you may be staying with family, there might be a lot of people in the house. You might still be living with this person that you're done with and you wanna get away from. But you can create space at some point. If it's getting up a little bit earlier than everybody else and going and sitting in a chair in a little corner and having your music in your ears, if it's as simple as that to create space in this way, you need to carve out time and space where you can be alone. And you can be in your prayer, you can be in your meditation, you can be in your thoughts and in your journaling. You can be in your morning routine, your nighttime routine of starting the day, of winding down the day. Four of Pentacles for me also can indicate a time of voluntary celibacy. Okay? Some of you are going to heal by taking back your bodies. I feel this is especially true if you have Scorpio in your chart. If you have Scorpio placement, okay? Especially if you're Scorpio. Well, I'm not gonna say especially. I'm not gonna label. If you have Scorpio in your chart, because I know a lot of times Scorpios will heal through physical intimacy, and that can be the way to a Scorpio's heart a lot of the times. And so for Scorpios, especially, you don't have to be Scorpio, but Scorpios especially, you may be coming into a time and a part of your healing where you're full on taking a break from dating, or you're full on taking a break from being physically intimate with anybody. Some of you might be processing things from your childhood. There may have been some inappropriateness with you when you were a child. There's certain words I don't want to say on here because I don't want to trigger people, or I don't want to violate any guidelines or rules for the YouTube here. But some of you may have had some victimization in your childhood with your body, and so you may be reclaiming your power back by taking a break and taking like ownership of your body. Like, this is my body and I'm not sharing it with anybody for a while. I feel like sea salt baths are going to be really helpful for a lot of you, because I feel a lot of you that were drawn to this deck, you're kind of like empath, healer energy. And so you might have absorbed a lot of things from your family growing up, from your friends growing up, and you may have aches in the body. You may have tension in the muscles. You may have a lot of things that you're carrying, not just from your own experiences, but as an empath, you've absorbed from the people around you. And so I feel you're taking back your space, you're taking back your body. Sea salt baths are going to be very helpful. Some of you who have access to qualified energy healers might be seeking out energy healing, but I feel like there's a lot of release here. Like, you're coming into the time where you can release all this stuff that you've been carrying. A lot of you are carrying a heavy load from ancestors, ancestrally. You're carrying generations of pain and grief and sorrow and mourning. And I feel like it's going to come out in one big push because you've been asking for that. And Spirit is saying, we're going to honor your request. You want to get this over with quickly, and we're going to help you get it over with quickly. We're going to help you get it out in one big push. But you need to create the space so that you have a space where you can do this, so that you can get it all out in one big push. Okay, your angels and guides are with you. Raphael is with you. I feel like a lot of you are going to go on to like really heavy spiritual things after this. I feel like a lot of you are really kind of getting involved in spiritual arts and spiritual healing and like wanting to help and guide others. I feel like a lot of you are feeling guided towards like this healing path. Like, I've been through the ringer here, I've come out of it, and I want to help other people come out of it. Now, your next card here is the Six of Cups, right? And I know this is a card you guys don't want to see, because this is a card that we're used to seeing to say, oh, reconciliation, this person's going to come back. We already got that out of the way. We already know this person wants to act like you're not done with them. We already know this person wants to think like they still have power over you. We know you're done, okay? Another meaning of Six of Cups here is going to be like childhood energy, okay? So a lot of you are getting launched into work of the inner child. A lot of you are getting launched into memories and like sentimental energy from your early childhood, okay? And so this is a chance for you to kind of reconnect and get in touch with what your dreams are, what your passions are. Some of you are remembering what your dream was when you were a kid, and you're beginning to pursue that dream. You're like, you know what, that's always what I wanted to do, and to heck with it, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do it. For other ones of you, you may be beating yourself up because you left a person, a relationship, or a situation for this person that broke your heart. And you're looking back at the past and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have never done this. I had it so good. I messed up my life. And you're really, really looking at the past, like longing for the past, wishing you could go back. You're like feeling these regrets. Oh, people told me, and now they're going to say I told you so. Six of Cups wants to remind you of a couple of things. Number one, when we look at the past, a lot of the times we remember it better than it actually was. Whatever decisions you made, whatever choices you made them for a reason. You didn't make these decisions for no reason. You made them for a reason. Okay? And so what's going to happen here is that you have to remind yourself of that. You know, you might be remembering things better than they actually were. If things were all that wonderful and all that dandy and all that great, you know, you wouldn't have left a certain situation. You're remembering things better than they were. Also, even though it's good to look at the past, we don't want to spend too much time in the past. That causes depression. When we're mentally in the past, that causes depression. When we're mentally in the future and we're stuck there, that causes anxiety. We want to try to be in the moment, okay? So anything that's coming up from the past, try to come into the present moment. What about the present moment is triggering the memory of the past? Okay, that's what I got to heal. That's what I got to work through. That's what I got to focus on releasing, okay? Your next card here is the Magician, okay? This is a major arcana card. Some of you might be manifesting somebody coming in that could have Gemini or Virgo energy. If you have a Gemini or Virgo placement, that might be the area of your life that you're really, really beginning to focus on, and where a lot of healing might come to you through this process. In general, the Magician is a major arcana card. Anytime the major arcana cards come up, we're dealing with a situation directly connected to like coming into a new chapter in our life, a new beginning, something we came here to accomplish, something that we came here to master. It's very powerful energy. And the Magician is about manifesting. The Magician is about creating. The Magician is about like as above, so below. Okay? And this card right now, the message that's coming in is reminding me of my first tarot deck. My first tarot deck ever in my life was the Doreen Virtue Archangel Tarot. And so her Magician card in her deck was Archangel Raziel. If you don't know about Archangel Raziel, he is like the master magician. He is the angel of manifesting. And the message on that card was that you have what you need to get started. Any other resources you need, they're going to come to you along the way. You just start walking, you start taking the journey, everything else is going to fall into place. And Spirit reminded me of that as I'm looking at the Magician for you guys, right? You might have some really big dreams and you might be like, oh my gosh, I don't know how it's going to fall into place. Spirit knows how it's going to fall into place. I've seen miracles happen in my own life. I had an office space in Los Angeles fall into my lap for next to dirt cheap when I was looking for office space to work out of, when I was doing work in person, when I was doing energy healing in person, right? Spirit is in charge. I've had a car miraculously come to me when I needed a car. The resources and the finances that I needed for that car came in quite very miraculously. So you're coming into a time of miracles. You're coming into a time of miracles. And Spirit is saying, just take the steps. Make the decision that this is going to happen. Be open, and your angels and guides are going to show you what they can bring for you. Your angels and guides are going to show you how they have your back. But you have to take the steps. You have to start walking on the path, right? You're coming into a time of magic. You may be seeing 1111, 111, 222, 555, 777. You may be seeing those repeating numbers, and the angels are reminding you to keep going. They're reminding you that they're with you. They're reminding you to listen to your intuition. They're reminding you to trust the changes. 444, your angels are with you, okay? You might be seeing a lot of repeating numbers, okay? You might be seeing the number 17. You might be moving or going to a place where the address has 17 or is 17. That's the star. Okay, that tells you the worst of it is over. You can expect for things to get better now. Okay, 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 equals abundance. 8 equals infinity. 8 equals eternity, right? So this is like your soul. Your soul is eternal. Okay, this is eternal energy. This is unstoppable, powerful energy. So you're taking your power back. Some of you might have gotten in a relationship with a person that they were very dark and you're very light. And on a subconscious level, without them realizing, they came in to destroy you before you could reach that spiritual purpose, before you could reach the people that you would reach in this life. But what they did is only going to be a blessing, because you're going to heal from it, you're going to come back stronger, and it's going to make you that much more powerful and that much more helpful to the people that you're going to reach and impact in your life. Okay, so that's the message for pile number 2. Let's go ahead and see what's coming up here for pile number 3. That was message for pile number 1. Pile number 2, we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2, you might be feeling stuck. You might be feeling trapped. You might be feeling hopeless and helpless. And you might not even have your mindset on like love itself. You know, you might be like, okay, well, maybe I'm not going to jump into another relationship. Maybe I want to focus on career, or I just want to get away from the toxic people that are around me. My friends are toxic. My family is toxic. I just need someone to come in and give me a break. I just need that miracle to come in, someone to come in and open a door for me. Okay? And so a lot of you are maybe even praying and asking and saying, you know, God, angels, universe, send me the person to help me do this. Send me the person to free me, to rescue me from this. It doesn't have to be love. It doesn't have to be a new boyfriend or a girlfriend. Just send me someone to help me, to have my back through this. Now, there's something we need to know about the 8 of Swords. First and foremost, when the 8 of Swords comes up, the situation's not as bad as we think it is. Okay, we think it's bad, but it's not as bad as we think it is. It's, there's actually, the things that we're seeing as problems can actually be solutions, can actually help us overcome being stuck, right? It's actually, there's a solution in the problem. We're seeing things worse than it actually is. The other thing 8 of Swords wants us to know is energy attracts energy, and like attracts like. There's nothing worse than standing still, blindfolded, out in the middle of nowhere, with your hands behind your back. That makes you a sitting duck. Energy attracts energy, Like attracts like. And a lot of you are here to overcome feeling like a victim, feeling taken advantage of. This is your chance to take your power back. When we're in Eight of Swords energy, the best case scenario is we're going to attract somebody who's just as lost as we are. And then we get frustrated because we're looking at them like, come on, show me the way, tell me what to do. And they're looking at you like, well, you tell me. I don't know, I thought you knew. And so we have that frustration of two people both looking at the other person to show the way. Worst case scenario, and I feel this already happened to you with this person you're trying to get away from. Worst case scenario is the wolf in sheep's clothing. You know, worst case scenario is going to be an opportunist, someone who's going to come in and see that you're feeling insecure or uncertain or trapped or stuck, and they're going to come in to try to take advantage of the situation. They're going to come in to try to see what they can get out of you and how they can benefit. So when Eight of Swords comes up, Spirit is saying, look, the situation's not as bad as you think. Okay? What you need to do is look at the road ahead and start walking. Start taking steps. Okay, what is an available option for me? What's the closest rest stop? What's the closest exit, so to speak? Right? What's the closest thing that I can do right now that might bring about some positive change in my life? And to take steps towards that. Okay? Just get moving, as small as it might be. If it's as simple as, well, the only thing I can do right now is listen to some music because it cheers me up, or go for a walk, or do some drawing, or do some journaling. Do it, because that is still movement. That is still shifting and changing energy, and that's going to help you think more clearly. That's going to help you see solutions. That's going to help you climb out of this stuck energy and begin to manifest opportunities and friendships and soul family and all of those wonderful things. Your next card here, my dears, is the Fool. And this is a major arcana card. So when the Fool comes up, or actually when a major arcana card comes up in general, major arcana cards are going to be cards that come up when we are coming into a new chapter in our life, right? The situation that we're dealing with and the thing that we're focused on is directly connected to an experience we came here to have, to master. It's directly connected to something we came here to master. And so this is very powerful energy. This is very encouraging in that way. You basically can't fail because this is what you came here to do. The only way you're going to fail is if you stay in that Eight of Swords. If you just stay put and you don't try. Your angels and guides are with you. They're going to help you through the transition. The Fool card is taking a leap of faith. And so a lot of you who are pulled towards this deck, in your heart of hearts, you're wanting to reinvent yourself. You're wanting to do something completely different. But that's why you're in the Eight of Swords energy, is because you're waiting to find somebody who's going to believe in you and who's going to do it with you. But it's going to happen the other way around. You have to get out there and you got to do it by yourself in the beginning. And as you're doing it by yourself, that's when you start meeting people who are on the same vibration as you. That's when you start meeting people who have the same interests and the same beliefs as you. And that's when you begin to build your team, by taking that leap, by going ahead, right? And so with the Fool card, I feel like a lot of you are reinventing yourself. I'm not going to say reinventing yourself. You're letting yourself come out of your shell. You're letting the true you come out. You're not being the person that everybody has told you to be. Those of you that you gravitated towards this pile, I feel like you're a badass, but people don't know you're a badass, or they don't want you to be a badass, right? They might be miserable people. Misery loves company. They want you to be unhappy because they're unhappy. They might be bonding with you through sadness, depression, drama, trauma, all that kind of stuff. And you don't want it anymore. And you're wanting to be in your power. But they're making you feel like, oh, that's not for you. That's not for you. Okay? And so a lot of you are feeling like really like you're wanting to take this big leap into something that people wouldn't expect you to do. I can tell you, you need to go for it. Spirit is reminding me, Spirit is showing me that I was going through a time in my healing, in the beginning of my journey, where I really was like, you know what? I want to take stand-up comedy classes. I don't know if I'll be any good at it. I think I'm funny. People don't think I'm funny. People think I'm bitch. People think that I'm rude. People think that I'm blunt, right? I worked with attorneys and lawyers during that time, and that's a whole nother energy. You have to go in really serious. People didn't see me as a funny person, and a lot of people didn't like me, okay? Because I had to be a certain kind of way. That was how I had to survive. So when I went into doing comedy, just to see, because it scared me and I wanted to challenge myself and get over my fears and just see, I met some awesome people. I met some great friends that really changed my life. And I was funny. Strangers would come up to me after shows and say, oh my gosh, you were one of my favorite ones. Oh my gosh, you had me cracking up. Right? People that I knew came cringing, like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed, like she's gonna bomb. And I didn't, right? So I'm telling that to you just to testify, just to witness. People aren't always gonna see your talents. You have talents that people can't see. Just because people don't see that talent, it doesn't mean that it's there. If it's in you, if you have that desire, it's there for you to unlock. It's there for you to feed it and to nourish it and to let it grow. It might take some work. It might take some training. It might take some practice. But you're being guided towards the things that are going to make you feel powerful, the things that are going to boost your self-esteem, the things that are going to help you have friends and relationships with people that you actually like, who aren't always telling you how to be, right? There's always people who are like, oh, I don't like that lipstick for you, or oh, I don't like that outfit for you, or oh, I don't think that's your style, or no, I don't think you would be good at that. Who is anybody else to tell you what you're going to be good at? I feel like a lot of you who are pulled towards this deck, you have people around you that are very critical. They're constantly criticizing you. And so a lot of you have been trying to prove yourself through like your physical appearance, your financial or academic accomplishments. You've been really focusing on the outside stuff. Like, if I could just lose a few more pounds, or if I could just gain a few more pounds, or if I could just have my hair right, or my makeup right, or my clothes right, or my muscles right, or my car right, or whatever it is, or get this degree or that title in my job, then they're going to take me seriously. Then they're going to be proud of me. But the more you've been working on these outside things, the more your self-esteem has been going down. Down, 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 down. No matter how much you're improving on the outside shell, inside, like your spirit, your soul is really feeling crushed, depleted, drained, and your self-esteem is going down. And the Fool card is saying that once you start going for these interests, these hobbies, these curiosities that are calling to you, your self-esteem is going to start going up. Okay? That doesn't mean that you have to go and devote your life to it. I didn't devote my life to being a comedian. I had no interest of trying to be a comedian. It was just something I did as a way to grow, and I'm so glad I did it, and it was so much fun, and I met some great people. And so it doesn't have to be the finish line. It's just a part of you finding yourself and finding your confidence and finding your self-esteem. It's adding another layer, okay, to where you're feeling good about yourself. In terms of love and relationship, the Fool card can also indicate that you're manifesting true love, but your true love is going to be very, very, very different than anything you anticipated. Because up until now, like I said, a lot of you have been trying to fit in or make the other people around you proud by looking a certain way or having a certain kind of degree or a certain kind of job, and that's gone into your love life. You've been going after a certain kind of person because you've been taught that that's a desirable person, that's a good catch. But down below on a surface, below the surface on a soul level, you don't even like that. You like something else. And you're going to realize what you like. And you're going to let yourself go for what you like. And for a lot of people, it's going to be very different than what they anticipated for you. Or that they've been encouraging for you. What their wish list is is not your wish list. You're discovering what your wish list is about a person. And so for a lot of you, when you do come into this soulmate connection with the new person, it's going to be somebody very different from you. But there's a soulmate connection, so you guys feel at home and you guys complement each other in your differences, and it's a solid relationship. Other people might not look at you and put the two of you together. They might not guess that you're a couple, but when they see you guys interacting together, they're going to know that it's love, right? If they had to guess who your partner was without knowing, they might not guess that you would be with that person. There could be a big age difference. There could be a big difference in your physical characteristics or traits, where like your physical traits are opposite of each other. There could be a big difference in terms of background or culture, but it's home when you guys are together. And it's not the relationship you've been being told that you need to have, but it's the relationship that fulfills you and makes you happy. Your next card coming up here is the the Six of Coins. Six of Coins is, am I going to say the word right? Reciprocity? Nope, I didn't say it right. It's reciprocal energy. Reciprocal energy. So this means mutual energy. This means flow. This means flow. This means that you give and you get. You give and you get. So a lot of you are coming out of the cycle of being taken advantage of. Okay? In terms of financial situations, you're going to have a situation where you're manifesting the kind of abundance where debts are paid off. There's no debt. Okay, there's money coming in. You have money put away for the future. As money's coming in, you continue to put away money for the future, but you also have money to enjoy life. You also have money to do the things that you want to do and have fun, and you also have money to be generous with other people when you feel moved to do so. Right? When you're like, oh, let me help this person out, or let me donate to this cause. You can do that kind of thing when the Six of Coins is here. So a lot of you are coming into that very abundant energy where you're not worrying about money. You're not worrying about finances. And as far as your love life and your friendships go, you're not messing with people who take advantage. You're only dealing with people who are adding. You're only dealing with people who are bringing something into your life. Some of you are afraid to give somebody new a chance, or to devote yourself to a new kind of interest, because you're scared that you're going to give a lot and get nothing. And so Six of Coins can come in with the message of, you know what? Follow the lead. Don't give more than what you're getting. If you get a new job, don't go in there giving them 200%. You know, you're giving them 200% of your energy, 200% performance, and they're giving you 65% salary. How is that fair? You give what you're getting, right? If you're dealing with a friend or a love interest, follow their lead. What are they bringing to the table? How are they behaving? You bring that same energy back to them. As long as you're matching the energy, you're never going to be in a situation where you're being taken advantage of. Okay? Your next card here is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups can be disappointments and things not going the way that you had hoped. Okay? Which we already know, if you're watching this video for this reason, obviously things did not go the way that you had hoped. However, Five of Cups has a different message here. A lot of you are beginning to have success come your way. And negative ego has a way of coming in and making us focus on the wrong things. So Five of Cups for some of you is going to be like you're looking for a way to self-medicate from this pain by making yourself feel better through these accomplishments. So you may be self-medicating by like being a workaholic, or by smashing a certain goal, or being really good at something, right? And Spirit is saying, look, you have to disconnect from your energy, because your worth and your value and your identity and who you are as a person is the same, regardless of if you have a ton of money in the bank or no money at all. It's the same regardless of if you have no job at all, or you're a janitor, or you're an astrophysicist. It doesn't matter. Your worth and your value is the same. I don't care what your job title is. I don't care where you live. I don't care what you drive. I don't care how much money you have. And I don't care how much it changes over the course of your life. It's never going to change your worth or your value. You were born with your worth. You were already born having worth. You were already born with identity. That outside stuff is not going to change it. So don't look at it as a way of making you feel better or validating yourself or running away from your feelings. Okay? When we do that, we create blockages in our life. And so Spirit is saying this is an opportunity for you to be in your bliss, to be in your joy, to be in your happiness. Avoid self-medicating. Avoiding your emotions. Let yourself get into your feelings. Let yourself sit and be in your feelings. Don't distract yourself from emotions as they come up. Acknowledge the emotions so that you can get them out of your system and be done with them. So you don't have to walk around carrying them. Okay? Your next card here is the Seven of Coins. And Seven of Coins is hard work that pays off. Seven of Coins is going to be planting seeds that are delivering a harvest. But you need to keep in mind that anytime we're planting something, the laws of time and physics are going to be there, are going to be a part of it, right? I can't go and plant seeds in my backyard and water the heck out of them and then go out the next day and check on them and be livid when I don't see a bunch of trees out there. It doesn't work that way. So don't push something, don't push something obsessively. Don't push something. I gotta hurry up. Make it happen. No, you gotta give it time. You have to give space for your angels and guides to come through and to give you some blessings and to make some things happen for you, right? You got to give things time to grow. You can't just go, push all the time. Let yourself rest. Let yourself pick up something else for a while and let time and physics do its thing to let these other things to grow, to blossom, to bloom. Okay? You're exactly where you need to be right now. This is not a race. You don't have to hurry up and push. Some of you might be wanting to have this success because you want this person to know how badly they messed up and you want them to know that they missed out, right? And you're wanting to show them that, hey, you know what? I'm top notch here, right? They're going to see it. They're going to see it. There's no need for you to push and rush. Go easy on yourself. Seven of Coins can also indicate for some of you that a lot of healing is going to come through being in nature. Maybe spending some time outside, getting some fresh air, maybe bringing plants and crystals and rocks into your home decor might be helpful for some of you as well. Okay, so that is message for pile number 2. We're going to go ahead and check out pile number 3 here. So pile number 3, card number 1 is Queen of Swords. Okay? Queen of Swords is not messing around. Queen of Swords is no joke. We see Queen of Swords, she is done. She is done. But not just done, okay? Because Queen of Swords is going to be boundaries. Queen of Swords does not suffer fools. And so it's going to be in every aspect of her life. She's sick of suffering. She's sick of pain. Okay? Queen of Swords, if you have ever studied tarot, you know that tarot cards have certain keywords. Like certain tarot teachers or tarot books will have keywords for the cards so that you can remember the meaning of the card, the purpose of the card. And a lot of the different teachers are gonna list Queen of Swords where one of the or some of the keywords are sorrow, widowhood, mourning, loss. Like we're talking like a huge emotional hit. Like you have suffered, and you have lost something that you cannot get back. But the thing with the Queen of Swords is she's done. She's sick of being miserable, and she's like, I gotta get stuff together. I don't have any time for anybody who's holding me back. I don't have any time for anybody who is getting in my way, who's sabotaging me, who's distracting me. You either get on board and you help me, or you get the heck out of my way. So a lot of you might have this angry energy that were pulled to this deck, or a lot of you might have people that are accusing you of being very cold. But right now you're in the energy where you have to be this way because you have too many people pulling on you. And you're like, I can't do it, right? Like, I gotta crawl out of this hole. I can't carry everybody else with me, right? I gotta save my energy. I gotta save my time. I gotta save my money. I have to get out of this because nobody's gonna get out of it for me. And so a lot of you are having to set boundaries with the people around you. I can't be there. I can't be rescuing you all the time. I feel like a lot of you who chose this deck, you have been through tremendous, like, dark night of the soul kinds of stuff. You've been through tremendous heartbreak and betrayal. And you have worked really hard to be a positive person and not make excuses for yourself. And so everybody sees you as the badass. Everybody sees you as, oh, you're so strong and you're so unstoppable and you're so positive. And so they try to, like, cling to you. They try to cling to you. They try to, like, get carried by you. Like, oh, well, you have all this positive energy, give me some. But you're in this Queen of Swords energy now where you're like, I can't. I have to, I'm barely struggling to keep myself above water. I can't have you jumping on my back every time I come to the surface and try to get some air. And so some people might feel like you're changing. Some people might feel like you're being mean, but you're not. Other ones of you might be questioning, did I do the right thing in cutting away from this relationship? Should I have given them more time? Would they have gotten it together? Am I being judgmental? Am I being too sensitive? No. Queen of Swords is saying this boundary needed to be met. Like, this person kept pushing you until you had no choice. Okay? This person was going to keep going and 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 going. You had to nip it in the bud. You did the right thing. You made the right choice. The next card here, my dears, is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? So Queen of Pentacles is going to be very grounded earth sign energy. Queen of Pentacles is going to be a lot of the times it comes up in a reading where, like, Spirit is trying to give confirmation that property is going to be purchased or that you're going to have a happy, comfortable living environment. Some of you might be concerned about that. Some of you might be, like, you know, wanting to find a sense of, like home in a physical sense, in a physical way. And so Queen of Pentacles can sometimes come up and let us know that. So this is like confirmation that you're going to manifest that. You're going to have that. Also, the Queen of Pentacles can indicate that a lot of you are beginning to put your attention on your finances, your business, your career. And for me, the Queen of Pentacles tends to come up in my readings when Spirit is saying that a really, really big part of your healing and a really big part of your manifesting is going to come from like physical self-care. You need to create a sense of sanctuary for yourself and your space. This is especially true for a lot of you that are feeling like you got to get out of where you're at. You're like, I can't live here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I need a fresh start. I'm not happy. Like, this is not the right living environment for me. I know it might sound opposite, but one of the things that you need to do is you need to leave the space vibrationally before you can leave the place physically. So you have to create vibration in the space where you are now and make some part of it feel like a sanctuary for you. Feel like this is your place where you can get away. Even if it's just waking up a little extra early before other people wake up and having some alone time for a little morning routine or a little end of the day routine. Getting rid of clutter, going through your things, going through your belongings. Objects and things create hold energy. Maybe you have presents or things from this person that you need to get rid of. Maybe you have photos and things that bring up memories, and maybe you're not ready to get rid of photos. I know that could be like a big thing, like that's a big step to get rid of photos, but maybe just kind of putting them away in a box and putting them somewhere where you don't have to see them, right? Or even if you have this person's belongings around you and you're not in a position where you can get rid of them just yet. There might be something that's very transitory. Maybe this person's going to come back for this stuff, or maybe this person got locked up or something, right? And you can't just go getting rid of their stuff. But maybe you can put it in boxes and put it away. Like, you don't have to look at it. You don't have to see it. So clearing the environment, taking ownership of your space, and paying attention to your physical care. Okay, when I say physical care, people a lot of times think of, oh, well, you know, make sure that you're, you know, bathing, and make sure that you're brushing your hair, and make sure that you're taking care of your appearance, and make sure that you're exercising, and that, you know, like, you look a certain kind of way. I'm not talking about appearance when I say physical self-care. Okay, appearance is going to come very naturally when you're doing real, valuable, meaningful self-care. You're going to look better just very, very naturally. It's not going to be about focusing on how you look. Physical self-care, getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, okay? Making sure that you're eating and that you're eating right. A lot of people diet and they eat a lot of chemical stuff, sugar-free stuff, calorie-free stuff, fat-free stuff, but it's just a bunch of chemicals, okay? They're not really getting nutrition. Their brain can't really function, right? So making sure that you're eating well and you're eating things that you enjoy eating, right? Broccoli is healthy, but you might hate broccoli. Don't say, well, I gotta be healthy, so I guess I gotta suck it up and eat broccoli now. No, if you absolutely hate eating broccoli, don't eat broccoli. Maybe you like spinach, maybe you like bell peppers, maybe you like raspberries, right? There's 1,000 other things that you can eat, okay? But put like natural, nourishing foods in your body, okay? A lot of you are really hung up on the chakra thing. There is a belief, right? I doubt it's been scientifically tested, but there is a belief. I've played around with it and I feel like it helped me, but there's a belief that you can heal and strengthen certain chakras by eating fruits and vegetables that are the color of that chakra. So if you're trying to heal the heart chakra, lots and lots of greens. If you're trying to heal the root chakra, lots and lots of reds, right? Apples, beets, red bell peppers, tomatoes, radishes, anything that you can think of, strawberries, anything you can think of that's red, right? So the corresponding color, right? Throat chakra, blueberries. What else is blue? I'm sure there's other things that are blue. Anything that you can bring in that's going to be helping with giving you a sense of nourishment is going to be important. Also, things that make it feel good for you to be in your body. You need to ground. So you need to be comfortable being in your body. So maybe pajamas and clothes that feel really good against your skin, lotions, cologne, perfume, aromatherapy, bed sheets that feel good, like a nice little bedtime routine that helps you unwind. Maybe come home at the end of the day and have some candles going, have some music going. Maybe start your day with some prayer and meditation, or start your day and have a little coffee routine. A lot of people have coffee. Maybe you wake up a little bit early, have a little morning playlist, have a nice little special spot where you can sit there and really enjoy and savor your coffee. You don't have to spend money to create a sense of luxury, but create a sense of luxury. Make whatever you do luxurious, okay? And this makes it feel good to be in your body. And this helps you to manifest a better living environment. This helps you to manifest the move that you're wanting to manifest. Now, the next card coming up here is the Five of Pentacles. And Five of Pentacles can be worries and concerns around finances. You might be worried about money, and your financial future might feel very uncertain. But we talked about the Queen of Pentacles. And so this is how you're going to be able to lift that vibration, by creating a sense of luxury for yourself with what you have. A hard-boiled egg and a cup of tea can feel very luxurious on a cold morning. It doesn't have to be something where you're breaking the bank. Okay? Five of Pentacles can also indicate that a lot of you are feeling a desire to be self-employed. Know and understand, again, what I told you about the Queen of Pentacles is going to help you with manifesting that energy. Other ones of you are feeling a little bit shut out. You're feeling like people maybe turned their back on you. They shut you out. They abandoned you. They left you out in the cold. And you might be feeling a little bit insecure, like you're having to go out into the world. Some of you might even have had a situation where you ended up being disowned or excommunicated from an organization or a religious group. Spirit is showing me that. And if you are going through that, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. Some of you are not just losing a relationship, you're losing everybody you ever knew. Okay? That happened with me, so my heart goes out to you. I had to divorce a very abusive person. I got excommunicated from my my upbringing, my church, and I lost everybody. Okay? I know what that's like, but I'm telling you, okay? Five of Pentacles is coming up with the energy that even though it's uncertain, even though you feel alone, even though you're going out there in the world feeling alone, it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. You're going to find soul family along the way. You're going to find people along the way that have your back. Okay? They're not with you for how much money you have, because chances are you might not have a lot of money right now. They're not with you for what you're like superficial things, right? A lot of you are coming into a time of making true blue friends, and it's coming at a time that you feel like you're at your worst or that you're at your lowest. You know, we don't always find soul family in the moments that we're succeeding and we're winning. We find soul family on the way there, as we're setting out for the journey there. You're gonna get to where you're winning, but we find soul family as we set out on the journey, as we're walking down the path. So even though you might feel very alone, you're not gonna be alone for long. Okay? You're gonna find yourself all of a sudden picking up people who feel like family, because you guys are connected on a soul level. Your next card here, my dears, is the World. And this is a major arcana card. Anytime the major arcana cards come up, we're coming into a new chapter in our life. We're coming into a new defining moment, a significant crossroads. The situation that you're dealing with is something that you came here to master and something that you came here to conquer. And the World card is saying a job well done. You've passed your karmic lessons. And you're not going to have to repeat those karmic cycles or patterns ever again. Okay? You're not going to have to experience them ever again. And the World card is like, now is the graduation. It's the time that you get to go out there and be seen and be appreciated. The little butterflies are really jumping out at me. You're coming into your full potential. You're transforming into this ultimate, you know, who you are, this full potential. World card is feeling comfortable in your own skin, falling in love with yourself, being ready to be seen, being ready to be appreciated, being ready to be celebrated, being ready to put yourself out there. And I'm feeling a sense here from the World card that for some of you, there's like this energy where you had in your life people always telling you to be humble. Like, don't think so much of yourself. Be humble, be humble. And your relationships with people may have been a little bit abusive because they used that against you. They didn't let you shine. They didn't give you credit for anything that you did right. And you felt like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe I just need to be humble. But really, they were stifling you. They had you under their thumb. You're breaking out of that. Okay, you're the kind of person that's meant to be seen. You're the kind of person that it just naturally, attracts attention. And you're going to get comfortable with attracting attention. You're going to get comfortable with compliments. You're going to get comfortable with being seen. A lot of you are also manifesting a sense of travel, really getting to see the world. That's going to be a big part of your healing. And I feel like some of you are going through like past life regression and things like this also. And traveling might be a part of like healing past life stuff for some of you as well. Your next card here, my dears, is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords The Knight of Swords can indicate drama. The Knight of Swords can indicate fighting, right? I just want to tell you something, okay? Because that lightning is really jumping out at me. I feel like a lot of you are going to climb out of this really big pit of despair. And a lot of you are manifesting some kind of self-employment in the process. And when you get to that world card level where you've succeeded, you've broken out of all of this stuff, all of these hardships, all of a sudden now you have people that are coming at you and they're criticizing you. How dare you do this? You're embarrassing us. You're embarrassing the family. You're embarrassing your friends. You're forgetting where you came from. These are not the values you were taught with. But they were not there for you when you were suffering. When you were hurting, when you were injured, did they come and help you? Did they bandage you up? Did they say, oh my gosh, let me help you see if I can help you find a job? Let me help you with your resume. Let me see if my job is hiring. Let's find something for you. They were not there. They were not helping. And now all of a sudden, you found your way out and you're doing well. They want to come and criticize how you crawled out of the pit. But when you were laying there begging for help, did they help? No. So keep this in mind when people come at you with their opinions. Their opinions don't matter. Their opinions aren't going to heal you. Their opinions aren't going to rescue you. Their opinions are not going to pay your rent, are not going to pay your mortgage, are not going to give you a bed to sleep in, aren't going to keep you warm when it's cold. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So know and understand that even though people have opinions and they're coming at you with opinions, you have to do what you have to do for yourself. A lot of this for you is this whole karmic balance of coming into your power and doing things your way and being seen and being celebrated and being comfortable with receiving attention, right? Up until now, a lot of you are receiving attention from people who need you because you're serving a purpose for them. They're not giving you attention and clapping for you. They're not there clapping for you. They're coming at you not clapping. They're coming at you with their hands out, like give to me, give to me, give to me, give to me, give to me. You don't need that kind of attention. Let them criticize. Let them criticize. Knight of Swords can also indicate that you're going to see changes happening in a very short period of time. Things are going to be accelerated. Things are going to be sped up. So you need to be in that Queen of Pentacles energy. You need to get your self-care down solid because things are going to be busy. And if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to keep up. Okay? Now, if you would like a private reading, I'm more than happy to do a private reading for you. I have the link in the description, calendly.com/amethystangelite. You can schedule a reading with me there. But I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Don't forget, my darlings, don't forget to watch the weekly forecasts as well. Be well. Take care.